Good day, everyone. Welcome to our July full moon meditation. I am Rev Melissa, and I am excited to be with you this evening. So, to prepare, please have something to write with, two pieces of paper to write with, and something to write on, a pen to write with, and two pieces of paper to write on. And if you are joining for the first time our full moon meditations, this is a special sip that I do for the full moon. So, welcome. SIP stands for Spirit in Practice. So, tonight we get to do a spiritual practice with the energy of the full moon. So, first, I share just a sip about the full moon, its energy, the symbolism, the metaphysical aspects of it. And then we do inspirational reading. I will share a reading with you. And then we do our meditation with inspirational journaling. So I will guide you through every step of the way. So just sit back, relax, and take in some information about this special June moon. So, I said June, July, y'all, July full moon meditation. So, this July full moon is also known as the buck moon, and it gets its name because the bucks grow new antlers each year, and it symbolizes growth, courage, resilience, and being or becoming. This full buck moon reached its peak illumination this morning at 10:36 a.m. Eastern Time. So I invite you to go outside after the meditation and check out this beautiful, bright, full buck moon. All right? Metaphysically, this moon asks us to recognize where life is inviting us to evolve. It shines a light on the places where we have outgrown old identities, beliefs, relationships, or ways of living, and is calling us towards greater authenticity. The full moon represents the point of culmination in the lunar cycle. It's a time of illumination, revelation, gratitude, and sacred release. The full moon serves as a cosmic spotlight. It helps us to clearly see what is aligned with our highest good and what is ready to be lovingly released. This particular full moon occurs in the visionary air sign of Aquarius. So it shifts our attention from personal recognition towards collective contributions, innovation, and the future we are creating together. Aquarius reminds us that spiritual evolution is never only personal. As we awaken individually, we contribute to the awakening of humanity. So, some of the influences of this July full moon in Aquarius is that Aquarius is traditionally ruled by Saturn, which represents wisdom, responsibility, and spiritual maturity. And in modern astrology, it's ruled by Uranus, which symbolizes awakening, innovation, freedom, and transformation. So Aquarius invites us and encourages us to think beyond old limitations and imagine new possibilities. It's a sign that values authenticity over conformity and purpose over popularity. The energy supports vision, originality, compassion, collaboration, and conscious change. Aquarius teaches that true freedom comes from expressing our authentic nature while honoring our interconnectedness with all life. Aquarius invites us to remember that spiritual awakening is not simply about personal enlightenment. It's about allowing our light to become a blessing for the world. So, I like to give the spiritual perspective about the full moon and its impact of the energy of Aquarius. So last week, if you followed me on Morning Sip, I was talking about spiritual perspective. So here's the spiritual perspective of our July full moon in Aquarius. So the practice of spiritual perspective is seeing life through the eyes of spirit rather through the lens of fear, limitation, or appearances. Aquarius naturally encourages us to rise above habitual thinking and to expand our awareness. Rather than asking, "What is happening to me?" Aquarius invites us to ask, "What is life revealing through me?" What is life revealing through me? The full moon reminds us that every experience offers an opportunity to shift our perspective from separation to oneness, from problems to possibilities, and from reaction to conscious response. So, spiritual perspective does not deny life's challenges. Instead, it allows us to see beyond present appearances and recognize the deeper truth that divine intelligence is always at work, guiding us towards greater freedom, wisdom, and love. So, under this light of this beautiful Aquarius full moon, we are invited to remember that when we change the way we see, we often change what we experience. As our consciousness expands, new possibilities emerge, allowing us to move forward with greater clarity, compassion, and trust. So, that is a sip of this energy of the July full buck moon in Aquarius. So now we go to our inspirational reading. So our inspirational reading today is from Iyana's Vizant's new book called Spiritual Hygiene. And I haven't started reading it yet, but when I was flicking through it, I noticed she has some prayers interwoven throughout the book. So I want to share one of her opening prayers as our inspirational reading tonight. It's a prayer for breaking through the smog. Breaking through the smog. Beloved divine presence, keeper of clarity, guardian of truth, I enter this moment not to control, dismiss, or deny what I feel. I enter to honor what I carry. I call back my energy, my power from every place I have left it or given it away. Through fear, through silence, through performance, through pain. I gather myself with compassion. I collect myself with courage. I recalibrate myself as a sacred act of return. Cleanse my field of what is not mine. Clear my mind of the memories I no longer need to hold. Disconnect me from the voices that no longer serve. Anoint me with the wisdom to know the difference between what protects me and what imprisons me. May my breath become my anchor. May my body become my ally. May my emotions become messengers. May my thoughts be free from the rules of fear and filled with the knowing that I am divine. I now step energetically into responsibility, not as a job or a burden, but as a blessing. I choose to tend to the field within me as holy ground, where truth may live, where light may rise, and where I may remember I am the keeper of my inner field. I am the steward of my personal power, and I am safe to be aware, aligned, and free to choose. Amen. Ashe, Aho, and so it is. Thank you, Iana Van Sant. I love that prayer. All right. So now we're going to get into our meditation and inspirational journaling. So I will guide you through the meditation and I will guide you through the journaling. So have those two pieces of paper and your pen close by and just get comfortable now. So if you're sitting, just watch your posture. It's good to have both feet on the floor so you're grounding yourself. If you're lying down, just be relaxed and alert and aware, right? It's not bedtime. So let's start with our breath. So I invite you to go within. If closing your eyes helps you to do so, then you can close your eyes or lower your gaze and just breathe. And let's take a couple of deep breaths in and out. Take another deep breath in and out. And just release the day. It's been a day. So let's just release it, shake it off, and take another breath in and out. And just allow your body to fully relax. You can roll your shoulders back or forward. Just allow the tension to fade away. Allow your mind to be open and inviting. And just do a quick body scan from the top of your head. Any tension you may be feeling in your head, your jaw, relax your tongue, relax your neck, and go slowly down your back, every vertebrae, and just breathe into the spaces and let any tension go. The wonderful thing about meditation is it's an opportunity for the body to release stress. So we just breathe, continuing to scan down our bodies, our lower back, our butt, our front, our thighs, our knees, our calves, our ankles, our feet, our toes. Just allow your whole body to be free. And breathe. And now imagine yourself standing beneath a radiant light of the full buck moon. Its silvery light stretches across the landscape, illuminating everything with clarity and peace. Just continue to breathe in and let it go. And breathe in and let it go. And as you breathe, you continue to release. And we continue to release. And as you imagine yourself beneath the radiant light of the full buck moon, see its silvery light stretching across the landscape, illuminating everything with clarity and peace. And take a moment to simply receive this light. Allow it to bathe over you. Allow it to illuminate you. Allow it to gently reveal what is true, what is ready and willing to be released, and what is waiting to emerge. And breathe. Now imagine that you are looking at your life from above, as though Spirit has invited you to see it from a higher vantage point. Notice how different everything looks. The worries that once seemed overwhelming begin to soften, and the obstacles become opportunities. The questions become invitations. And just ask yourself, what are you willing to release? What are you willing to release? What are you willing to let go of? What are you willing to release? And we take a breath. And when you have what you're willing to release, just write it down on that piece of paper. I am willing to release, fill in the blank. And I'll give you a couple of minutes to write that down. And remember, we're not going into a story. We're just simply writing down what we are willing to release. Just allow it to rise up without judgment. And take a breath. And now softly affirm to yourself. Repeat after me. I choose to see through the eyes of Spirit. I am open to greater wisdom, clarity, and possibility. I release. I am complete. And take a breath. And just feel the space that you have created through that release. Feel into the expansion within you. Feel your heart opening and feel yourself being more available to truth. And take a breath. Feeling the light of the moon warmly covering you from your head to your toes. Imagine this moonlight extending beyond you. Imagine this moon clearing the path for you, helping you to see from a higher perspective, from a spiritual lens, and bring to mind a situation in your life where a new spiritual perspective is calling you. What can you see from a spiritual perspective, this situation that you may be dealing with right now? Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's something at work. Maybe there's a health challenge. Just call that situation to mind. And when you have it, just write it down. Write down how you can see this situation from a spiritual perspective. You may write something like, I choose to see the situation of my health from a spiritual perspective. And from this spiritual perspective, I can see that my body is in conversation with me. And my body is sharing information that I need to slow down, that I need to let go of things that really don't belong to me anymore. Whatever that situation is, just tap into the energy and the wisdom of the moon, of the universe, to support you in seeing it from a higher perspective, from a spiritual lens. And we'll take a couple of minutes to capture that on the page, on a separate piece of paper. And let's take a pause. If you haven't finished capturing it, you can return to it a little later and just take a breath And silently repeat after me. As I awaken, I help awaken the world. I am a living expression of love. I am a living expression of wisdom. I am a living expression of peace. And take a breath. Close your eyes if they're open. Imagine the moonlight drenching you in its love energy, in its peace, awakening your third eye, tapping into your intuition, expanding the way you see yourself and the world. And just breathe. Recognize that every shift in consciousness contributes to the healing of the whole. Let's take one more slow, deep breath in and gently exhale. And we'll close this with an affirmative prayer. There is one infinite light. There is one infinite life. One divine presence expressing itself as all of creation, expressing itself as me and expressing itself as you. And I know that this presence is the wisdom that sees beyond all appearances. It's the love that transcends fear and the intelligence that forever guides each of us towards our highest good. Today, I give thanks for the gift of spiritual perspective. I release limited ways of seeing and open myself to greater clarity, deeper understanding, and boundless possibilities. I affirm that divine wisdom is revealing the next right step, the next right thought, and the next right action. This full buck moon reminds us that as our consciousness expands, so do our lives. We have the courage to grow beyond yesterday's limitations and the willingness to see ourselves, one another, and our world through the eyes of love. Knowing that all is unfolding in perfect divine order, I rest in gratitude, peace, and joyful expectation. Let's take a deep breath in. We say Ashe, Amen, and so it is. And we breathe and we gently return to our physical space. You might want to smile and thank yourself for taking this time to just be, to breathe, to release, to let go. It's a way in which we get to honor ourselves and treat ourselves well. So wiggle your toes. You might want to tap your feet on the floor, just so that you're grounding yourself physically again. You can open your eyes if you haven't done so already, and carry the new perspective that you have revealed through yourself into the days ahead. And that which you have released, don't carry it. Fully let it go. You can rip it up. If you could burn it safely, do that. But don't carry it anymore. Don't read it again. Don't share it with anybody. It is done. Okay. All right. So thank you all for being with me this evening for our July full moon meditation. I have a couple of announcements. Pencil in your calendars. The August full moon meditation will take place on August 28th. I got to check the date. I want to say August 28th. I'll confirm tomorrow. When you join me for Morning Sip with Rev Melissa, tune in Monday through Friday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time for a dose of inspiration. Please, if you like this meditation, please share it with somebody. Like it, love it, leave a comment. Go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. And tell a friend. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful evening. Let me check in with y'all before I leave with the comments. Sekou is saying, where am I? I'm at a secret location. I'll share tomorrow on Morning Sip where I am tonight. Lastly, please go out and take a look at the full moon. It's been raining in New York and overcast and cloudy, but it might be clear where you are. So go outside, look for the moon. If not tonight, look tomorrow. It will still look full tomorrow. I saw it a couple of days ago. It wasn't completely full, but it was bright and beautiful. It always is beautiful. And my cousin Denise she was in Kenya last night and today, and she saw the full moon. So the full moon in Kenya, right? That's just so awesome. And to know that it's the same moon that I'm seeing, even though she's on the other side of the world. It's just awesome. Thank you, Patty, for being here. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Sending everyone love and light and positivity. So peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.